Hello there, I'm Nick Gazin, Vice's comics expert. I've been pretty deep in the world of nerdos for most of my life due to my bad personality and hyper-obsessive tendencies. Here are some of my Star Wars dolls. Pew, 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 pew. I've been attending comic conventions since I was 12, and they've always been a ton of fun. One of the most notorious conventions is in Atlanta, Georgia. It's called Dragon Con. It's been around since 1987 and has a reputation for the sort of wild partying and depraved debauchery you wouldn't normally associate with the geek set. When I heard that Vice was headed there this year, I begged my way into the trip. I had no idea what to expect, but I did know that Carrie Fisher was going to be doing a talk there. And I love Carrie Fisher. Whereas most conventions are located in a single convention hall, Dragon Con is spread across 6 hotels, and the costume folks spill out of them like brightly colored geese, flocking in the streets and businesses of the downtown Peachtree neighborhood. Can you talk about your costume and who you are and why you're here?
Wait, like, why I'm at Dragon Con?
Well,
or just like why I'm on Earth?
Technically, cosplayers are the superstars of the Comic Cons. You know, you have your celebrities here and all, but you also have the cosplayers.
I'll tell you this, when I come to these conventions, I go from being a normal college student into a fucking Xeno pimp when I'm wearing this thing.
Oh yeah, the fingers.
I didn't realize that people costumed outside of Halloween, and when I learned that, oh, other people do this sort of thing, I just got really into it.
This is the inaugural event of the Comic Book Babes contest.
Pretty much since I was about 13 years old, my only dream in life was to be Tank Girl.
Do you have the haircut? Nice! That's so good!
I had a body artist come in and help paint me just because I can't reach everything, and it took 3.5 hours. The first time I did this one, it took 6 hours.
It actually smells great, like if you want to smell it. Like,
Wow!
yeah, I know, right? So yeah, it feels good, but I can't move very much.
I want to be the character. That's why Emma Frost is usually considered to be the hottest comic book character, but I didn't go for that because I look horrible as a blonde.
I made it! I'm just happy that I made the first cut, that I'm in the finals of this group. I'm here to have a good time.
I did push-ups here, the little triceps here, you know, whatever gets the blood pumping, gets me ready for the show. I'm all about it. Kind of floppy, but I actually made them from just parts at Home Depot. Hold them in my hand, and it's basically Wolverine time.
Tonight we witness some of the awesome cosplayer community here at Dragon Con who bring comic book babes to life.
This witch's husband runs on batteries. Featuring the controversial pants. Who wants to take a ride on my invisible jet?
I'm pretty drunk.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, they all went to get drunk at the bar. So if you'd like to meet the babes from the Comic Book Babes contest, go to the bar.
The contest was done and the booze was really beginning to flow. It was time we saw these nerds party.
The tubes in the back are liquid storage.
Do you actually drink what's in here?
Yes, usually I put vodka and cranberry juice.
Where do you, oh wait, there's the tap, so
Yeah.
you just put a cup right there.
To this tap.
That's awesome. So we met up with Spat, an expert of Dragon Con's party scene, who showed us around.
We're going to head over in a few minutes to a party called the ABC Party, and that stands for anything but clothes. You're welcome to come into the party, but you can't wear clothes.
Grab a shower curtain, grab a towel, anything long as it's not normal clothing, put it on, cover yourself up, and come to the party.
I ended up in a room where I thought I saw 4 Klingons having sex on a bed, but it turned out it was just 2 really, really fat Klingons.
In the bedroom, are you a sexually dominant person?
Of course. I got a ridged forehead.
Do you use the forehead
Yeah,
on the girl?
like
You get in there.
They like it.
Yeah.
I had a cat girl in a kimono perform oral sex on me when I was dressed as Kaji from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
5 years ago, I would never told you I'd ever be doing anything but clothes party like we were just saying. It came in over here, but it came out right there, and it went back in here, and it came out here. 1 bullet, 2 legs, messed me up pretty damn bad, but I'm still alive. The thing about the geeks and nerds here is I'm one of them, and I feel like I fit in with everybody here no matter what. Some random person I've never met in my life, we can just start talking about zombie wars and shit like that, you know? The first thing I said was like, shit, my balls are there, and then he shoved the finger up my asshole. I go, dude, what are you doing? He goes, I gotta check for internal bleeding. I'm like, well, rub the prostate while you're at it.
While munching on a giant bag of Funyuns that we liberated from the awesome ABC party, we ran into this couple.
So how did you two meet each other?
We met on the internet, actually. I've been coming to Dragon Con for years. This is her first Dragon Con.
How long before you met?
Well, actually, we just met in person just this week, so we've been talking for 2 years. We've been together for 2 years.
This is the first time you met each other?
But we knew what each other looked like. So by the time we met in the airport, we knew who we were looking for, and we knew how we felt already, because we'd spent a lot of time exchanging ideas and exchanging, knowing how each other felt about things and talking about important things, not physical things, you know, important things. So.
What are the important things?
Values. We were coming on the trip for Dragon Con.
So have you got any events that you want to go and see, or?
Crew Shadows concert.
You won't be young forever. It's only a fraction to the sum. You won't be young forever, nor will anyone.
I know a shit ton about Goth, but I had never heard of the Crew Shadows. It seemed like half the people at this con had been deeply touched by this band that none of us knew.
It was over a decade ago that we started playing Dragon Con, and we found in Dragon Con a sympathetic ear among the science fiction, fantasy, role-playing kind of people. It really has become our staple crowd, and so Dragon Con's incredibly important to our popularity, and we love it.
I woke up the next morning, hungover as all get out, but I still had enough courage in me to take part in a little cosplay. My costume of choice? My favorite punk, the late G.G. Allin.
A lot of butts, a lot of raw butts, a lot of nude bitches. It's like being in a strip club. You got no shame. You just stare and stare. So much butt looking to be done. And also, people have been looking at my butt because this is a skin-tight suit. That's kind of weird, and I look like a creepo.
Another thing I noticed was the sheer number of grown men wearing kilts. More specifically, utility-kilts.
It was like sport kilt, but I was thinking SUV, and then I was like, okay, utility kilt, and then utility kilt happened, and I was like, boom, that's it, and the rest is history. Freedom! Yeah. Sweet, thank you very much.
Guys basically get to wear coats and suspenders, but the guys don't really get to wear dresses. We can wear kilts, but a kilt is definitely not a dress.
I mean, we're changing the world. We're putting guys in skirts, and how many people can do that? It's a stupid idea to have pants and shorts. I mean, left side or right side. The hell kind of birthright is that?
Are you Scottish?
Not at all.
The kilts are tremendously comfortable. Huge pockets, well crafted, and really fun to wear.
The way the rule is, if you're wearing underwear underneath your kilt, it's a skirt. If you're naked underneath, then it's a kilt.
So are you wearing underwear under there or not?
Why are you asking me that? That's interesting.
Because I'm interviewing you, and it seems like a natural question, because everyone seems to be talking about that.
Well, I got your curiosity under my kilt right now, and that's good enough for me.
Okay. Enough with the distractions, though. I had to stay on track. So we're about to see Carrie Fisher do her live talk performance. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's called Carrie Fisher Honestly, and she can be as frank as anybody. More so than almost anyone else involved in Star Wars, because everyone else is either trying to suck up to the fans or not, or pretend that George Lucas didn't go crazy at some point and ruin the franchise, and we're all still buying into it. Star Wars fans are like children of alcoholics. If you ever met kids whose parents are alcoholics, we want our dad to love us so much, and we want him to be nice to us, but he just isn't, and he keeps on withholding, and he keeps fucking with us, and he won't give us what we want. He gives us a little bit, just enough to keep us going, like a drug dealer, like an abusive parent, just enough love, just enough extra features to keep us giving him. But before I could get myself worked up into a frothing lather, there she was, Carrie Fisher, the Princess of Alderaan, reigning over her people like the space royalty she is.
How did you deal with the tick sweat in this dress? But as I run along, you can see my tits.
It was almost too much to handle. As I watched from the press balcony, Princess Leia herself was down there talking about her tits, telling stories of her wild partying days, taking constant drags over e-cigarette. And we've realized that she's the ideal woman, that she's really, really, really funny, and hopefully she will let us buy her dinner, or more specifically, let me buy her dinner. If my speaking sounds truncated, it's because I'm nervous about meeting my female hero. She's the ideal woman. Basically, she's the ideal woman. I'm getting all antsy. I want to be too fish, and I want her to like me. I was so scared of how badly this might go, but it was too late. There she was. Hey, Carrie, we're from Vice Magazine.
Yeah.
Involvement of, we do stuff with CNN, we're a worldwide magazine.
You do stuff for CNN like that?
I don't, they made me do this.
I see. Well, good for you.
I'm normally not this gross looking.
Me either. Okay.
I think we realize is it okay if we talk to you?
Yes, sure.
I think we realized on stage that you're the ideal woman.
Oh, good.
We always knew you were pretty, and we always knew that you were an actress and that you're famous, and that's all very powerful and attractive. But you were really funny.
I hope so. That's the first you've ever heard of that?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
How old are you?
I'm 28.
All right, but still. No, well, thank you. I'm glad that you noticed.
How's your Dragon Con been so far?
My Dragon Con has been fun. I've had these people backing me up and protecting me and bonding with me, and skipping and shopping.
Well, it seems like you gotta go, but it was lovely meeting you.
I have to go take a picture with them. Do not film her. Please don't ever do that again. That can be all sorts of legal shit that you can get in trouble for.
I see.
You always ask.
Okay.
So I need y'all to go.
Sure. Honestly, I felt pretty guilty after getting lectured by Carrie's PR lady, although the zombie escape shirt, facial glitter, and goofy scarf gave me something funny to look at while getting chewed out. I didn't want to let our awkward interaction with Carrie bring me down, so I tried to make some new friends.
I didn't watch it that many times.
Yeah, well,
There they are! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! You're out of here! You're out of here! Security!
Never mind, I will sue you. Calm down. You can have
Sit down! Now!
Excuse me, don't talk to me this way.
Sit down!
This reminded me a lot of being mugged. There's people yelling and grabbing at you, and you're just trying to understand what the hell's going on. Security was called, there were police, we were pulled into some back room, and that's when it hit me.
They had been waiting to, and I will use a quote, ambush Carrie Fisher after her panel. They came up to her with what I was described as a man wearing a leather jacket and a jockstrap.
The whole thing turned out to be a big overreaction and misunderstanding, and I think that all was forgiven. But when the senior director of the convention asked me why I was dressed the way I was, I stared at him dumbfounded and replied, "Because it's Dragon Con."
everybody is here for pretty much the same reason. You know what I mean? Just
It's
we're
like an
all
orgy.
geeks of some fucking dorks of some fucking sort.
We want to have some disgusting orgy in a hotel room.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
that's
like.
it.
So did you shave your head specifically for this role?
No. I have several concubines that shave my head for me.
So what do your wives think of these costumes?
Have wives. We're very much homosexual.
It goes like this. If you can't run, you walk. If you can't walk, you crawl.
When I was in school, being a nerd was something that no one wanted to be. Nowadays, there are nerd-centric sitcoms, and the popularity of superhero movies and video games and graphic novels have proven that nerds are a large mass of people who must be acknowledged. But it seems like you'll get a lower quality of nerd when anyone can be one. While if part of me is concerned about all the nerdos come lately, most of me is happy that the things that I like are more mainstream and accepted now. DragonCon was a great time, and I met a lot of great people. It's a shame that we'll probably never be allowed back.
Freedom cause. Freedom cause. When you know your cause is righteous, you don't stop to count your loss. Freedom cause. Freedom cause. Libertas Sanctus freedom cause. Well, the alliance is your enemy, but the top brass ain't your friend. In the independent army, you're in the company of men. Though your enemies are many, never fear their fierce attack. Just remember you're a brown coat, you got friends